Hey guys, it's Sean. How are you? And welcome to Shanda Says. Today is Friday, and normally I do Fridays, fashion and talk, but today I'm not going to be talking about fashion because I had an interesting email come across my desk, and I thought it would be interesting to talk about this Friday evening. And what it is all about exes. I have a question for you. Is there someone in your past that haunts you? And when I say that they haunt you, I mean in the respect that they're just constantly there. And even though things did not work out, they're still in your thoughts, they're still in your heart, they're still in your minds. They still are a real part of your life. And if there's just something there about that person that you just can't let go. And maybe this person has even interfered with you loving the person that you're with right now, or even becoming involved with someone else right now. And someone wrote into me and said, I still, even though we're not together, I think about him all the time. Maybe I should have stayed, maybe this, and all these different things. And it's not the first time I've come across this kind of email. And quite frankly, it's not something that I myself haven't been through. There have been times that I've broken up with, you know, a guy, and you start thinking, well, woulda, coulda, shoulda. What could I have done differently? What could he have done differently? All those things. But my thing about an ex is, why are they an ex? What is it that you're not together today? And a lot of times we're in relationships or marriages, and right now we're not happy for whatever reason, be it emotional, physical issues, whatever. And we start jonesing on our ex. Because maybe in the past you and your ex had great sex. Maybe the sex with your ex was way better than it is with the partner you have now. But maybe the partner you have now takes better care of you emotionally. And the person you're with now has all these pluses. But regardless of who you're with now, you're still thinking about your ex. So here's my thing. You hear my dog, don't pay no mind. He's barking because it's still trick-or-treat time here where I live. It's crazy. But anyway, the thing about an ex is, exes to me can be very dangerous. And I will share this with you. And I have no confessions. This is not like the Mistress video. But I tend to stay friends with all my exes. And I don't know why, but I just do. I thankfully was able to end relationships in a positive light, at least most of them. Maybe there's one that I could think of that I really don't want anything to do with that person. But 90% of my relationships, I'm still great friends with my exes. And even though, for me, for my husband is a jealous man. There's no doubt about it. So it's not like I could be on the phone with my exes and we chilling and we calling and we texting. That's just a no-no. Because I have to respect my husband's, his stance on that. But if I were to see them, there's no hate and there's no negativity there. So this is my question. Is it okay, if you're in a great relationship now, is it okay to talk to your ex? Is it okay to phone them? Is it okay to text them? Because my thing is this, and I've noticed this about men, and you guys, you gentlemen that watch Shanda Says, you gotta let me know. If I'm your ex and I start calling you and I start texting you, in your mind, are you constantly thinking about if you could possibly hit it again? Because see, I think men always look at that. I do. As much as they say we're their friends, I still think they think about hitting it, especially if you had great sex. Everything could be in the toilet, but if the sex was good, men never forget that stuff. If you gave great, you know what I'm talking about. They think of all that stuff. Because you can be friends and all of a sudden that slip out like, oh, remember when you... And then before you know it, the conversation is going left. And you're like, no, we're not going to talk about that. Behave yourself. Nah, I'm just kidding. You know me, girl. Yeah. So I don't know. Can men separate friendships? with their ex, or, you know, to me it's a really, really, really funny slope when it comes to exes. You have to be very careful because for a lot of us, there's still a connection. And even though we don't talk about it, we definitely don't discuss it with our current partner. And I, for one, don't want to hear about if Scoop has a connection with another woman. I want to rip his eyes out. Jealous woman. But if it happens, a part of me, see, this is the Gemini and Shanda. A part of me would be like, I don't understand that. Because you can't change a person's past. You're in the present. You can't change a past, and you can't help how people feel because it belongs to them. It's an emotion that belongs to them. Our emotions belong to us. That's one thing we have control over. So the funny thing about exes to me is that sometimes it's better to stay away. And if you're watching this video, young lady, I hope that you really take my advice, because I think it's nice here and there. If you saw them, you run into them, you say hello, you're respectful. How are you doing? How's it going? Are you happy? Those kind of things. But ongoing talking, texting, emailing, I don't think that's a good call. But it's Friday night. I hope you guys are looking forward to a fun weekend. I know I am. I'm going to be working a lot this weekend, but I love you. And write in, because I'm really curious to know what you think about, hear what you guys think about this subject, about exes, and should you stay in touch? Should you not stay in touch? Is it okay to talk to your ex? I don't know. A lot of people have a problem with that. But anyway, we'll talk next time. We'll talk on Monday. Okay, bye-bye.